Greetings, YouTube. I have been super desperate to actually review something in the game that could get even a C grade at this point. We are in a string of historically terrible offers to have to review. It is beyond numbing to me as somebody that wants to support this game, even wants to support the company that makes the game. I want to spend my hard-earned money on this game because I play it every day. In fact, I still play this game more every day than I do anything. I often play this game way more than I sleep. And so, given the Marvel Casino Champions addict that I am, it is as disheartening to my budget to know that there's nothing worth spending money on than there is to just, look forward to trashing an offer. And yet we have seen such a string of F offers that since Mother's Day, the American, at least Mother's Day, since across the pond you all have said Mother's Day is, a couple months before ours, it's just depressing. But there has been something recently this month that easily got an A to an A plus grade, and that was the daily Cavalier specials. So when I woke up and I saw I had an in-game inbox message that now says Intel in the daily specials is added, I immediately perked up because I thought, ooh, this could be added especially to the Cavalier special. And then I looked down and I saw that not only does it include the Cavalier daily special, which is already graded at an A to A plus, but it also includes the most Intel out of any daily special, period. 210. And as a reminder, it takes 500 Intel to open a new Rift. So, if you were to get, because keep in mind, Sundays are always a little weird, but 240 is actually even more of an Intel on Sundays, so you get 240, which I guess is why the numbers seem a little bit random, but they're not when you do the math. But let's just say we're going to add 240. So if you were to get the full week, right, the full 7 days of Cavalier, we're just going to talk about Cavalier for the sake of this. Grandmaster still helps, if those of you asking, but it's nothing compared to Cavalier. So in 6 days, you have 1260. So if you were to get them all 7 days, you'd have enough for 3 more Rifts. So you'd be able to go to the Intel, and you'd have enough for 3 more Tier 4 Rifts. And that's just buying everything else that normally comes with it. And you think to yourself, okay, 7 days of this purchase is $35, right? But here's the other thing. You would have half of the Chronometer bundle worth of Intel also paid, which if you're still waiting to save up Intel for that, gets you that much faster, which also gives you more opportunities to see the 5-star Awakening Gem class of your desire. So you're either cutting down the days you have to hoard for the Chronometer, or you're just flat out giving yourself, you don't care about the Chronometer like I don't, 3 more Tier 4 Rifts opportunities. So it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing, and it's really, I think because there's a limit of 18 and there's 9 days left, right? I still think even if you don't get the Intel, you're going to be fine on those because you are going to pretty much run out of purchases now that, I think about the math. But at the same time, if you're wanting to get a couple more shots in and you haven't, and you're purchasing this, because this really only applies, if you're not purchasing this, and I should be more clear on that. If you're purchasing this without the Chronometer, I think you're going to get to the 18, or just about, maybe one short, but you're going to get to pretty much the 18 without buying any of these dailies. But of course, if you bought this, that's 3,000 Intel that I'm certainly not buying, and so you're just not going to use as many. So if you're after the Chronometer, that's really the takeaway of this. If you've done the Chronometer and you want more Rifts, and especially if you haven't got the 5-star Awakening Gem class that you're desiring, then the bonus of the daily specials is everything. And at $5 per day, it's just such a good value. I mean, it's already an A or A plus value alone, But given all the Fs, F minuses, unsatisfactories, whatever you want to call it, we've seen in the past couple weeks, this thing's like an A plus 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 mortgage my house level value. I'm not saying you should do that, by the way. That's a joke. And you also think, what is the value of a 5-star Awakening gem still in this game? And Kabam usually values it for $40 to $50 still in an average unit store deal when it pops up a few times a year. So just taking that into consideration and thinking, well, if I get the gem that I'm searching for because of the added rift or the half off the chronometer essentially, then I'm also getting at least the value of what I would normally expect to pay in a unit offer with the daily specials, and that's not including all the stuff you get from the Tier 2 Alphas to the 6-star shards to the Tier 4 class Catalyst Fragments, the Tier 5 basic Catalyst Fragments, to, of course, the thing that's most exciting, the featured Cavalier Crystal, because it's the featured drop rate. It's the 1.5% for the 6 stars, it's the 1%, it's the 17.5% for the 5 stars, so the 11%. So it is, and of course not counting Sunday, but it is just the best news to an already amazing offer. And for those of you who are looking to push to become Cavalier, this is just another reminder of a bonus that Cavalier players get that nobody else does. And that should hopefully influence that motivation, especially if you're a free-to-play player and you just want more free stuff, because obviously this is a cash purchase, so you wouldn't be able to do this, but you'd be able to get the daily Cavalier objective crystals, you'd be able to get the daily crystals in general, and that is a huge plus. So, YouTube, yay. Finally, on this Memorial Day, and thank you to everybody who has served or has family who's served this country of ours. I know that I have a global channel, so when I say this country, you're like, I'm not in the country you're in, buddy. But in America, it's a really important weekend to reflect, and we've lost so many people to the coronavirus. I mean, just about 100,000 people. And so you really just have to honor everybody who has gone before you. I truly believe that honoring the past helps you appreciate the present. And I know that sounds very Confucius to end a video, but that is my thoughts today on this Monday. And have a great Monday, YouTube. Thanks for watching.